What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figure review on something very different. This is a very cool concept right over here. From Heat Boys, we have a mech of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Leonardo. And this box is quite hefty. You can hear the weight right over there. Really nice looking design. On the side it says Leonardo. You can see a product shot right there. On the back you get a whole bunch of product shots along with all the accessories. Oh man, I'm excited for this one. You can see Leonardo right over there. And then it says Leonardo right there. Black and white image on the top. Not much more at the bottom except for some more Leonardo. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. But first, try to pick up your Heat Boys figures. You can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's our Leonardo mech out of the packaging and dynamically posed, I must say. This is a lot of fun to pose and it looks incredible. Oh man, I'm feeling the hype from the trailer. I just saw it earlier today. But anyway, we got some accessories that we got to look at, like a lot of accessories. So let's get a closer look at those and then we'll take a closer look at Leo. So Heat Boys really thought of everything. I love the presentation of this instruction manual that comes in an envelope, and this is fantastic. The base right here is fantastic. There's an extension rod right here, so you can add that to this cradle. And if you don't like this cradle, you could swap it out with a different cradle that has an angle so you can get better dynamic jumping poses. And this is all made out of metal. Oh, this is made out of plastic, but the rod itself is made out of metal along with this extension port. And then you have this awesome TMNT sword cover. I absolutely love it. And you can go ahead and pop this off and you could store all the accessories. Since I've had this, I've had all the accessories, well, except for these things right here, stored in there. So it has made me very happy that I don't have to open up a box or go find something in order to get things swapped out and everything. This is a great base. By the way, everything is sculpted on here, right? It's not just tampoed on there or anything like that. And you're looking at about a 7x7 as far as the dimensions go, about 1.25 inches tall. Believe it or not, this Leo is part of a Build-A-Figure wave, or a Build-A-Turtle Van wave. You get parts with each of the characters, and you can see for Leonardo, we get the tires right here, then we get these translucent green pieces as well, and it comes with 4 mini Leonardos. So we have this translucent green one, which I'm going to leave right there for now, and then you also get a black version right there that is opaque, and then you have a black version where it could sit inside the mech, and you have this awesome looking translucent green one that you could have inside the mech, and this is the one that I use for the figure. And holy crap, man, this feature is awesome. I just absolutely love this. Look at all the details right here. The shell articulation, which I'll get into more articulation later, but I love that you can pull these pieces up and out. They have double hinges. Same thing with this piece right up here, and then you have the similar feature with this piece down here, and then this has articulation. Then you can move this piece up and down. There is articulation all over the place with this thing. It is nuts! And then I love all the sculpted detail right here with the silver. Oh man, that looks great. Nice deco and everything on the back of this. And then you could rotate this, and we have the cockpit for Leonardo. Can you see the details of the seat in there too? That's just great, man. Details everywhere. Let's see how it goes if we go head first and then get him to sit down. There we go. That works out nice. And then you could go ahead and turn him around and then move this down, move these in, move this up, and there you go. And then here's all the other accessories. Oh my goodness, so much to look at. This reminds me of that Bellerophon. You know what I mean? This is incredible. Just so many things to look at over here. You get these daggers. They're kind of long to be daggers, and they're made with die cast, and you have clips right over here. There's all kinds of port accessories. You could use these right here, which look pretty good. I do like them. You also have these other clip accessories that you can use. So you get 2 of these, you get 2 of the other ones, but man, the die cast in these just make it feel so quality. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to use it as an adjective, quality. Yeah, and it looks really good too. Just love the weight to them and everything. You have these little ports that make it easy for them to hold them. So you get 2 of these, which is great. Love the gold paint on them. And then you get your 2 katanas, which have sheaths as well. And you have different clips to port into his shell. So that's nice. And nice deco and everything. It just looks spectacular. And removing just one of them right here, you can see we get the black and silver. Looks gorgeous. And again, made with die cast metal. So very happy with that. You could hear The sound right there, man. Oh, so cool. Sharp and pointy, be careful. And then, of course, you get 2 of those. And then you get 2 regular guns. I'm just calling them regular guns right now. And they have clips right here where you could store them on the side of the figure. There's ports everywhere, which we'll get into in a little bit. But I love the metallic blue right up here. These look fantastic, man. I really like them a lot. Comes with 2 of them. And jeez, the deco is just so precise. It looks really good. Here's the other one right there. And then you can see we have this big ooze cannon right here. Ooze. Just rolls off the tongue. Ooze. It does, doesn't it? Right? And these look great. Love the translucent green. And you have the little bit of silver right there. Go ahead and plug in right over here. And kablamo. And I like that there's some give around here. So if you bonk this, it's not going to just snap off on you. You could also move this forward and back. Nice Tampo right over there with the TMNT 01. God, this is freaking gorgeous. This also has its own clip that you can put onto the side of Michelangelo. I've been reading too much of The Last Ronin. Leonardo. And I did finish reading that book, by the way. I freaking loved it. There you go. Just make sure that you put this on correctly so you get the right angle. But that looks pretty good right over there. Like that. And then you have ninja stars. Yeah, these ninja stars look good. They look a little different from how they showed in the instructions. They had black paint on them. But I don't mind having all silver. You get 4 of these. Put the other 2 on this accessory piece right over here. Again, the deco, the colors, everything's just very quality, man. It's just quality, quality, quality. And then you could port this off right over here. This comes off as well. You don't have to have this on here. It's kind of hard to take off now that I have it on there. Yeah. So you can see how that goes on there. Just wanted to show that off. And then you get these 2 pieces right here, which you could attach to the hips. You could attach them to the shoulders. They have little pegs that stick out right over here for those attachments, which is really cool. You can port other accessory ports right over there as well. You could just slide this onto both sides right over here. That looks really cool too. So you get a big old shield right here. I think that looks great, man. Very happy to have this. And then yeah, if you put this back on here, and then you can put this on right here. You can get this ported onto his forearm. There's also this gripping accessory right here, which works okay. You know what I mean? I prefer having it ported on the arm, but it's cool to have. So I do find a complaint about every figure I review, no matter how badass it is, and with this figure, I do wish the light-up feature was a little brighter on the head sculpt. You get the pizza right over here, and all you have to do is just tap it on the head, and the eyes light up. It doesn't come with its own batteries. You need your own LR621 batteries. Did I write that down? Yeah, LR621. But, you know, when you turn the lights on over here, you can't really see much of a difference with the light-up feature. You can kind of tell when you tap again. Shuts off. Could you tell that it turned on and off at all? It doesn't look like it does anything different, but when you shut the light off, you could see right there. So anyway, the paint throughout on this thing is just incredible. I love how we have the vents right over here on the side, very Gundam inspired, and oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to get into every detail. I'm not going to verbalize all the awesomeness I'm seeing over here. You're going to have to just look at the frickin' figure yourself. You're going to see gunmetal gray. There's real metal throughout on this thing, all kinds of crazy articulation, and it just looks amazing. This is like full on. If you're into mechs, you like TMNT, this is going to be an incredible figure for you to behold, man. It's just such a cool looking figure. Loving all of it. The bright gold right over here, the little warning lines and everything. The different blues that we're seeing on the figure. All the deco is super clean. You get the name written right over there, Leonardo. We have ports right over here. I did want to show that on the sides, you can remove the ports. I took this one off on that side. You can see it's still attached right over here. Oh my god, the belt, gunmetal gray. Jeez, dude, it looks so sick. And there's looking at the back of the figure. I did take out the Kulo port. Yeah, he does have his little Culito plug right over here, so you could put that in there. Looks really good. Man, I wonder what the translation looks like when I speak Spanish at all in these reviews, because I just got the subtitles all set up and everything. Man, look at that gold and the metallic blue right over there. Jeez, that looks great. You can actually remove the whole shell if you want to. I did not demonstrate that earlier, but you can see how it just ports off like that, and that looks pretty good. And you can see all the details right over here with the spine. Looking great, man. Oh, God, these legs. Oh, they look so good. Damn, all the detail over here. Everything is just immaculate. Again, there's a little plug right over here. You can go ahead and put this on to cover that up if you don't want those ports exposed. And it looks awesome. man, that looks, I'm going to just say it over and over again, the deco. I dare you to get tired of looking at this thing. If you have this in hand, it's just so clean looking. Damn, so much detail, so freaking clean. This is amazing. I am just floored by it. This is like what the best action figures have to offer in general. Look at the bottom of the feet right over here. Damn. It's incredible. Oh, and just to show off the hands over here too, this looks really good. You can see that you have that little peg that sticks out of the palm right there, and you have articulated fingers. Oh, the articulation on this thing is freaking nuts. You can pull the head upwards. You get a hinge right here so it can move back. You can move the head all the way forward as well. You do have head tilting right over here, and of course you could turn the head side to side. These shoulder pads right over here will move up and down and around. You do have butterfly joints that move forward and back. Can be a little tricky making sure that this piston lands perfectly in there. You can see a little bit of chewing on this, so hey, complaint number 2. But yeah, that will line up and get in there, but just don't force it. Make sure you have it lined up before you put too much pressure on it, because you don't want to chew the thing up more than I already have. But it will go back in there, as you can see right there. And then you have the shoulder joint moving all the way outward above the 90 mark, which is great. And you can move them all the way in. You can do a full 360 right here. And you do have bicep swivel. You have great double jointed elbows right there. Now keep in mind, when you have all the accessories added to this guy, it's going to be a little bit trickier posing them around. You're going to have to move things as you do it, you know? But anyway, you can turn the wrist side to side, and you could also hinge the hand forward and back, and you have a ball joint at each knuckle right here, and you also get another joint in the middle of the thumb and at the base right there. And it works out the same way for each of the fingers, so you can have him make a fully closed fist right here, which is great. And then you have the great torso articulation. This moves forward, so you can get him crunching forward a bit right here. Yeah, and then you can see this and this both crunching forward, so that's a good range of movement right there. If you move the panels out of the way, you will move back, so it's a little tricky to do, but he tilts back only a tiny bit. And I feel like it's not the shell that's hindering that, you know what I mean? It seems like it's really just the figure can only bend back only so much. And then you get a waist swivel right here, and then you have hips that move outward all the way, and he will kick forward. Oh, you want to pull these down, shift those down, and then you can kick forward all the way and back. No drop down hips. You get the upper thigh cut right there, and then you have the great double jointed knees. And then you can get the ankles moving down. They will move up a little bit. You can turn them side to side. It has great, beautiful ankle pivot and individual toe articulation. Now to measure out this Mech Leonardo figure, you can see that it is standing to the top of his head at around 9 inches tall. And if these katanas won't fit your shelf, you can lower them and adjust them the way you need to. So that is an awesome feature. So here's Leonardo next to not a Master Grade Gundam figure or Bellerophon, both of which I don't have easy access to at the moment. The Bellerophon is actually back in the box, but I did bring out the MP44 Optimus Prime. Then here's our Mech Leonardo figure next to the NECA Toys Arcade Leonardo. The closest thing to like a robot Leonardo. Not really at all though, but yeah. I thought it'd be nice to compare these two. Then, of course, I had to compare this Mech Leonardo next to a couple metal heads. We have the Super 7 metal head, and we have the NECA Toys metal head. Then here's the Mech Leonardo figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, a Mech Ninja Turtle. Huh, that's pretty wild. Instead of TMNT, you're a TMNMT. TMNMT. It doesn't really roll off the tongue so well, though, right? Like TMNMT, TMNMT, So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to pay it forward by simply clicking that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys making purchases like this, especially expensive ones. But this one right here, I feel like every single penny put into a purchase like this is well worth it. I mean, the quality of this figure is just absolutely outstanding, man. I just can't say that enough. The paint applications, the articulation, all the accessories, and the functionality of everything. Yeah, I did have some gripes. You know, I mentioned that butterfly joint, and maybe the light up feature could be a little bit brighter. So there are some things, but really, man, this thing is mind-blowingly awesome. I really had a great time with it. It does cost just shy of $200, but I've played with a lot of figures that are in that price range and even further, so I think this one delivers very, very well for what you're getting over here. It's really impressive, and I can't wait to see what else they come up with. Or, well, I know they got the other 3 turtles coming out, so I can't wait to see those. And I gotta say, at the price point of around 180 to 200 bucks, I'm gonna give this Mech Leonardo from Heat Boys a Sud rating of... I'd like to know what you guys think. Is this something that has got your interest? Is this something where you're like, not for me? Because, oh man, I didn't know this was going to be as amazing as it actually is once I got it in hand. You know, at first I thought it looked dope, but I was like, whoa, this is something else. Anyway, if you like the Bellerophon figure, you're probably going to really like this a lot. It's pretty impressive. I want to know what you think, though. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images, you can find it over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. This Thursday, we're having another live stream at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and if not, I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face,